Alright guys, welcome to Path to the Podium, episode 9, and today we're going to be doing the team with the number 9 pick overall in the draft, the New Orleans Saints. Now, we grown 14 subscribers real quick. I mean, I want to make it to 15. If you guys could like and subscribe, it would be a great thing, and let me know if you guys want to see more of this series. And yeah, so let's take a look at the New Orleans Saints. So, quarterback kind of sucks. Running back, Kamara's fine. So is Kendre Miller and Jamal Williams. Don't really need a running back. I'm fine with it. Wide receiver room, though, is a bit tough. Olave's always hurt. Shaheed had a season-ending injury last year. Juwan Johnson's an okay tight end. He did good at the end of the year. Offensive line is fine. Defense is also just fine, but it's really old. So, I mean, this team is in a very bad situation because they're both bad and old. I mean, their biggest young superstars are like Chris Olave and I guess Paulson Adebo's a little bit young still, but like they don't have too many, big name young guys, which I think that's going to be the point of this rebuild. But I also don't know how much cap these guys are going to have left. Negative $65 million. Okay, so we are kind of screwed here. I think, saving $30 million in cap this year, I think we have to restructure Derek Carr. I think that's the only way that this is going to be pretty much even remotely possible. Who else can we cut? Nathan Shepard, we're probably going to have to cut you. Are you starting? Yeah, you're starting D tackle, though. We're probably just going to have to cut you. Foster Moreau, can't afford that. We'll keep Saunders around. Shaheed, we have to keep around, kind of. We don't really have anybody else. Jamal Williams, don't need. We have Miller and Kamara. Is Gray the starting tackle? JT Gray? I don't think so. Where is he? I mean, he's a safety. I don't know why I said that. Yeah, backup safety. Don't really need them too much. Who else do we got? I mean, we have a couple other people that we could probably cut, but we still have negative $26 million in cap space. I mean, this is bad. We're going to have to restructure even more deals to have to do this. So I think I saw that, was it Kamara's deal? Was it? Or no? I mean, restructure Cam Jordan, restructure Eric McCoy, restructure Cesar Ruiz, and restructure Carl Granderson. And now we actually have positive cap space that we can work with, which it looks like we're probably not going to have too many people that we can even re-sign. Let's take a look. I mean, who do we have to re-sign? Chase Young? Definitely can't do that. Dante Pettis? No. Foster Moreau? We already cut you. JT Gray? I think we cut you already too. I mean, Juwan Johnson? Can't really re-sign you. You had a good year this year. Can we re-sign any of these guys? Paulson Adebo? We can't re-sign you. This is bad. This is very bad. I mean, with $1 million, I don't think we could just I really don't think we could re-sign anybody. So we're going to continue without being able to re-sign anybody because we're such in cap hell. And we have $1 million, so let's just try and get at least somebody at each position. Is there anywhere where we're really, luckily we don't really have too many, big deficits and depth positions. Maybe we could just grab, one guy. I'm fine with the offensive line. Maybe we need a true tight end. Not Juwan. I mean, we can just try and sign Juwan Johnson. I don't think it's going to work. The only thing we could do is a $1 million. And honestly, if we give him 50% guaranteed, yeah, he's going to reject that. I need a tight end who's going to make $1 million. All teams. So under 900,000 is where you get to Ben Sims, Nate Adkins. I mean, maybe we can sign Irv Smith Jr. for a 1-year deal. 50% guaranteed. He's gonna reject that. Can we just sign anybody. Kyle Granson for a 1 year. No. Honestly, I think just because we restructured so many teams, I think, like, honestly, we're just going to do absolutely nothing in free agency. Because we only have $1 million in cap space remaining. I think we'll probably just go for a tight end in the draft. And overall, I mean, this is bad. This is really, really bad. We only were able to restructure and cut players. We couldn't re-sign a single guy. We lost guys like Paulson Adebo and who else? Like, both of our tight ends we couldn't get back. It was definitely a tough year. So, now that we have gotten this offseason done, surprisingly, let's quickly move on to the draft. All right, 7-round draft, New Orleans Saints. No way we're trading up, so we're just going to do fast. So let's see who we got. Travis Shador, Cam Ward, Abdul Carter, Teteroy McMillan, Ashton Genty, Will Campbell, Malachi Starks. So what do we need here the most? I think tight end is definitely a big need, but it really, like, we shouldn't be taking tight end this early. I see a trade offer, one from the Bears, trading up one spot to get a second. If we look at our picks, we do have quite a lot of picks. We need young talent and more picks. So I think that I am actually going to take this offer. Yeah, so getting a second from next year, especially with Chicago, a team that could definitely be garbage, and only having to trade down one spot for it, I'm very cool with it. They're probably trading up for Mason Graham. Exactly. Bengals want 17 and 49. No. Green Bay 23-54 and a second next year. No. 28-60 and a second and a third. No. So we're not going to trade back anymore because we definitely do need a big guy. And I think the guy is, I see Will Johnson right here. We're not going to go edge because we still have Cam Jordan, and we have a lot more needs right now. Don't want to go offensive tackle. I think the pick here is going to be Will Johnson because, I mean, without Paulson Adebo and without Marshawn Lattimore, I mean, we just have nobody at corner. And so if Will Johnson's here at 11 or at 10, I'm going to take him at 10. So now we kind of got that number one corner that we can trust. A third from Dallas next year? No, we're not going to take those. All right, next kind of guy that I want, we have Demario Davis. I don't really care about a linebacker right now. Running back, we're good definitely in that room. I think the pick here is going to be Trey Harris out of Ole Miss. Unless, I don't think Loveland is still here yet. So realistically, the next pick that we're going to have, 71, hopefully we can get Mason Taylor at that range. But I think we're just going to go Trey Harris. We need another receiver and could hopefully stay healthy for the entire season. So we're going to go with him. The next up for the Saints, did that tight end get taken? He definitely could have. It doesn't look like he did. I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're actually pretty good. So, tight end, I see Mason Taylor at LSU. We don't really have that complete tight end. I mean, Taysom Hill was hurt last year as well. So, I think we're going to start Mason Taylor. And we're probably going to grab even another running back later in the draft. Yeah, we're not trading away 2 picks from this year. Yeah. So, I was just moving my chair up. But, yeah. Mason Taylor, we need him, especially at the tight end. So, best player available. I see another receiver, and I wouldn't be too mad taking another receiver, considering how badly we needed it last year. Maybe a linebacker, maybe another corner, DB, and I still see Jay Higgins. There's still like a lot of good guys on this board. We're not going to worry about offensive line like pretty much at all in this draft because ours is like fine enough. I'm going to go Kobe Bryant out of Kansas. So, we already got Will Johnson. We're also going to get Kobe Bryant, another guy in the secondary. I think it's important, especially because of how bad the Saints are going to be and how good how much time they're going to take on defense. So, I still see Savion Williams. We're going to double up again and get Savion Williams, just because, best player available. In case Trey Harris doesn't work out, we're going to take Savion Williams. We have 4 more picks left. I think the next pick is going to be a quarterback. I see Kyle McCord out of Syracuse right here at 130, leading passer in the league. He kind of fits what Derek Carr likes to do. And if Derek Carr gets hurt again or is garbage, I feel like Kyle McCord can come in and, maybe be a decent quarterback to back him up. He's not going to be anything special, but he's going to be a quarterback, which is exactly what the Saints need. Next up, we're going to go defensive player, and it's going to be Johnny Walker out of Missouri. We're getting him at 10 picks too late. And, 6'3", 246. He's a great edge, solid player. I think we're going to take him out of Missouri. Cam Jordan, once again, is getting older. So we're going to go and take Walker. The next guy I want a D tackle next. So I see we don't have until a lot. We have 250 and 254, so 2 7s. We kept Saunders, but we lost Shepard. So I think we definitely need a second D tackle, and I think it's going to be Yaha Black out of Iowa. I think that, Iowa defense, always has a good defense. Hopefully this defensive tackle is also good. It's just kind of, another depth sort of position. And now with the 4th to final pick in the draft, we are going to take is there a running back? I see Donovan Edwards out of Michigan. I think you take a risk on him because, he was good last year. He was bad this year because Michigan was bad, but I think that, he could possibly do decent. So we're going to go Donovan Edwards with their final pick in the draft, get some more much-needed running back depth. So let's recap this. I apologize for this being such a short episode, but there's not much you can do, especially in the offseason for this New Orleans Saints. Still have Derek Carr, Alvin Kamara, Chris Olave, Rashid Shaheed, Trey Harris at the 3 most likely. You have Mason Taylor and Taysom Hill as our 2 tight ends. Offensive line stays the same. Cam Jordan, Kalen Saunders. Second D tackle is probably going to be Yahya Black. Then Carl Granderson. Pete Werner, Demario Davis, Pete Werner and Demario Davis. I don't think we took a linebacker in this draft. Yeah, because, we have decent depth at that. But we did lose DeMarco Jackson, I believe. Then corners, Willie Gay, Paulson Adebo. Oh, no, we lost him. Kool-Aid McKinstry, Alante Taylor, and we also got Will Johnson and Kobe Bryant, as well as Tyrann Mathieu and Will Harris at safeties. Now, in terms of where I think this team would finish next year, it's not high. This team is in cap hell, and they are still trash. They still have Derek Carr at quarterback. They have absolutely nothing looking forward to them. So overall, I think that this team will be in contention for the number 1 overall pick because, they need to get out of this hole they dug themselves in. And once these old players just start retiring or they're able to get them off the books, it's going to be a lot easier for the Saints to move forward. But until then, they are in number 1 pick contention. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I apologize once again for it being so short, and you guys have a great rest of your day.